is up, everybody? Fire Chicken here on a Thanksgiving evening, all fat and full of turkey. Oh boy, what a day, what a day. It's nice having a little bit of time off. We'll see who stops in, or if everybody's passed out from their turkey coma. Can do some Q&A, talk about the recent fights that uploaded, see what you guys like, what you don't like. I'm actually gonna post this link in the group and see if we can get a few people in here. We'll see if we get anybody from the group. Maybe some new people. So, people dropping out. Okay, whatever. Damn. Let me see. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go through the footage and stuff and see what we got, guys. I don't think we put. All right, let me see here. I know I had a spot that had like a whole bunch of alternate angles and everything in it. I'm gonna look for one of our events. Actually, let's go through the new stuff. See what Street Beefs has uploaded. Let's see here, YouTube. Everybody's too busy for Fire Chicken today. Okay, Street Beefs is uploaded. Simo versus Turtle, Wolf versus Solo, Nemesis versus Chase the Dragon, Pretty Ricky versus Destroyer, Foss versus Gumby, Arm and Hammer versus Golden Hands. So I'm really interested, like, what you guys think of the recent uploads that we've done. You know, we're going with a camera guy that is got professional equipment and knows how to edit really well. So, I mean, if you guys are liking that stuff, you know, leave some. Hold on a second. Okay. What about our channel? What have we put on our channel? We've put like all of them on our channel. Yep. Just about. I mean, I didn't put like Foss versus Gumby and Golden Hands and that kind of stuff. I let them go on the Street Beefs main channel first. So I still want to do that one chip challenge boxing match. I think I was telling you guys about it. Basically, where me and someone else will take the one chip challenge and do a 5-minute boxing round. I still want to do that. I need to get a hold of those 2 more of those chips though. But where I got them from last time didn't have any. I think it'd make a good video. One chip challenge right there. The 2020 version. How much do they want for them on here? So they want $15 for them on here. I just bought one. I bought 2 of them the other day, and they were like $5 a piece. I'm still thinking I can find these things like locally at I think it was like Grocery Outlet or something. I found them in, and that is yep, that's the new one too. What's up, whoever's in here? Got a whole bunch of people just jumped in. Weird. And I'll say hi if you're in here. Can get some Q&A going if you guys got any questions about stuff that's going to be happening in the hey, what's up? Pastel. Is that Gash? I think Pastel's Gash. I have a hard time, like, sometimes I can't remember who's. Yes, okay. Happy Thanksgiving. Hopefully you get a fight on our next one with the cool camera angles and stuff. I really want to get you a match on the last one, but you know how things go, especially with the COVID. Foss said he would have fought you, but you know that took a couple shots in his match, so that didn't end up happening. But I'm looking at the next event probably being, actually, how about I look at the calendar right here? Probably give me a better idea. It's not going to be till January, but I'm thinking probably like the 23rd. Now I'm not putting that out there for sure, but we usually do our events after the 20th of the month, and we're building our cage next month, so we're not going to be having one next month. But yeah, it's looking like the 23rd of January. So, I mean, we pretty much have to do our cage now since our ring is pretty much destroyed. Yeah. I guess I could repair it. I could dig up the I could dig up the post and re-cement it if I want to, but why when we're gonna do a cage, right? So, Gash, what was your favorite? Gash, what was your favorite match of the event that you've seen? Damien, we're in Washington State, so that's not gonna work. And besides, Scarface does not allow people other than who he's assigned as running the different branches to host events. But I appreciate the offer. I would actually like to find an indoor spot out here somewhere to do like a BJJ event. Oh, you can't have a branch though. Sorry, man. There's Washington State. There's Street Beast West Coast. There's Virginia, which is pound for pound in the main branch, and those are the only branches. They're not expanding. If they expand, the next branch is going to be in Iowa, I believe, and that'll be, I think, Sunshine Trask and Jens Pulver. But I mean, for one, Scarface isn't going to allow people that he hasn't known for a long time to run a branch of Street Beefs, because that represents what Street Beefs is. I've been involved with the Street Beefs organization since about 2015, 2016. So I flew over and fought in Virginia twice, met Scarface a few times. I talked to him all the time. So he trusted me enough to run the branch that I got out here. And I do what he wants me to do as far as like keeping it in the spirit of Street Beefs. So, you know, there's just certain things that we can't do because we're trying to keep it in the spirit of Street Beefs and all that. Arm and Hammer and Golden Hands. Gash, I got to agree. You know, you go and you watch that match. Pete did such an awesome job on the editing of that fight. It just looks amazing, but you really get a chance to see how good those two guys are. Um, I mean, their counters, their movement, their stamina. J90 just watched an old Pride fight. Don Fry. Oh, you just watched that fight. That fight's insane, J90. It's like Don Fry's most famous match. But yeah, Gash. So I should be getting Golden Hand's belt Monday, and I have to figure out when I'm going to do this. But I'm going to drive up to, I think, Renton to our film guy. I'm going to meet up with him in a studio with Golden Hands, and we're going to do a belt presentation. Right? So, I actually, Golden Hands is 155. I'm 185. I mean, to be honest, Abe, Golden Hands he's in phenomenal shape. I mean, you can clearly see he trains very often. And to be perfectly honest, I train nothing. I don't train. I train like it's. I don't want to make excuses, but it's hard for me to get out and train. I mean, with the family and everything, and then COVID, so there's no gyms open. But I'm thinking about doing a match in January, so I'm gonna have to probably meet up with Moses quite a bit and get to training with him. Yeah, I mean, especially with that camera, you kind of want to have footage of yourself, have a match of yourself with that kind of editing. It's awesome. Yeah, so that the guy that does our editing is and filming on our secondary camera. If you want to check him out, go to Instagram. It's psoup206, and tag him, do whatever you want to do, but say hi, tell him. And you can actually see some of his camera work and stuff on his Instagram. I almost, when he messaged me, I almost thought, oh, this is too good to be true. Like, there's too many things that people do. Like, they'll message you and then they'll be like, I want to do this, I want to do that, and stuff just falls through. It's like, so you try not to get your hopes up on stuff. And I was just like, man, his content that he's putting out on his channel just looks so amazing, and I don't want to get my hopes up too much. So I mean, I charged all my GoPro batteries and everything the day before the event, and then I mean, he just kept saying like, yeah, I'm gonna be there, and I shot him my address, and damn, he showed up and professional. Oh jeez, what's up, buddy V? Ugly boys in the house. Yeah, so his edits, yeah, they are definitely professional, and he's enthusiastic about helping out, which is really good too. You have to have that desire and drive to be able to do this kind of stuff. And the fights that are going up on the Street Beefs channel, people are taking notice of. We got really good feedback on all of them except one. Oh, Tiger Dragon in the house. We got like some fighters in here. We got Ugly Boy in here, Tiger Dragon, Buddy V, Gash. Jeez. Fire Chicken? Oh, jeez. Oh, so my wife brought something up that maybe you all would be interested in. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get right back to that, but I'm gonna answer Abe's question here. Was the last fight with a drunk guy? No. We would never allow somebody drunk to fight. I asked him after, when people started making accusations, there you go, and he said absolutely not. Now I've sparred with the guy before a little bit, and that's how he fights. That's how he spars. Um, so, yeah, I'm just gonna say that he wasn't drunk. Okay, so this is YouTube, people. when you post a video, okay, here's a good example. Pretty Ricky, everyone's like, oh man, that guy peed himself. Everyone's saying that because in the picture of him fighting, he's got water on his lap. Dude, in between rounds, it happens so often that your corner dumps water on your head, you drink water, and it splashes on you. It's like, come on. You really think that a guy just went to his corner and sat down and just like sat there and peed himself? Are you people that stupid? Um, I'm constantly having to um I'm constantly having to like tell people how stupid they are. The drunk guy, the guy wasn't freaking drunk. Okay, so he wasn't drunk. Ricky didn't pee himself. Um, I love it when people are like, "Why don't you at least get the fighters to be the same weight?" When we weigh fighters and they are the same damn weight. Like it's like Gumby versus Foss, 155 pounds versus 155 pounds. But people are like, the fighters aren't even the same weight. It's like, how would you know? Were you there when we weighed people? Do you have their information wrote down like I do right in front of me? It's like the ignorance that's on there is just it just blows my mind sometimes. Those are the ones I don't like reading. I don't like reading. I don't like reading comments that are just super negative like that. I like going in and reading like Golden Hands versus Arm and Hammer. Like read the comments of that one because you get to sit there and listen to people actually say really positive things about the organization and the camera work and all that. But on the flip side of that, there's just as much negative as there is positive. Let me see here. Faust is jacked. Yeah, he is. He's a good wrestler too. Anonymous needs a pre-fight breathalyzer. I don't think it needs a pre-fight breathalyzer. I mean, come on. It's just you would know when you're talking to somebody. So I talked to the guy. I'm he showed up, shook his hand and stuff, and he wasn't drinking. It's like I don't know why dude said that. Maybe he just thought because the awkward movements and everything, unorthodox style, I guess you could say, that that behavior was similar to somebody that would be drunk. But nah, we would never put somebody that's intoxicated in there. Hell, that's one of our rules. No drugs or alcohol in you or on you. So let's see what's really good though. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Happy Thanksgiving, Pono. How you doing, bro? Oh, so uh, yeah, a lot of them talk shit like, "Oh man, I can't believe you let that person fight that person." Or those people are garbage and they've never fought before at all. What's up, Cedric? How you doing? So what I want to do, everybody, is next year I want to have like a. My wife brought this up that we could have a barbecue, not an event so much. We could do sparring and stuff in the cage, but we want to do it just like a barbecue, and like the fighters and the people that are really involved in our organization kind of get together and just hang out for an afternoon and again spar. But we're not going to do any like real matches. I mean, I guess unless people want to glove up and do it, but uh, bro, Scrapyard is doing amazing compared to the other branches in terms of camera work. I love watching the fights and replays, etc. Can't wait for you guys to get bigger. A barbecue would be hella fun. Bro, the editing and vids are dope. Thank you. Um, nonsense. You should barbecue, Gumby, succulent twink meat. Okay, whatever. That would be cool. I'd donate to that event. It's awesome. Yeah, Gumby is awesome. Oh, so I don't know what we're gonna do about our shirts, everybody. Like, I I put an order in for our shirts, like, say, a couple weeks before the event. You want Gumby next? I put shirt order in, like, broken down exactly what I needed right after I paid for the last order. So I sold all the shirts, and then I paid my t-shirt guy for the t-shirts, and I was like, yeah, just send me another order, because I sold them pretty quick. And he's like, yeah, okay. And I just never heard anything about it. And then it got to about a week before the event, and I was like, hey, can you send the shirts out, or did you send them out? And they're like, no, I didn't send them out. I'm like, okay, so we're not going to have shirts for the event. So we didn't get shirts for the event. And then one of our fighters went down to where the shirt handler actually lives, and um, was supposed to get the shirts from him, but he never gave the shirts to him. So we missed out on shirts again. I've actually messaged the guy in the last few days and said, hey man, any luck on those shirts? And just like read my message, but just ghosted me. Like, if you don't want to make shirts for us anymore, don't make shirts for us. But I don't like this tiptoeing around and not being upfront and that kind of stuff. I like being upfront with people. I know there's people that I have to deal with on a regular basis that don't like me, but they won't say anything to me about it. They'll just be like, keep, you know, hating on me secretly and all that stuff, which is, it's really cowardly in my opinion, and it's fake in my opinion. You know, I honestly like being upfront with people. If you don't like me, that's fine. We don't have to like each other, but don't pretend like you like me. Sorry, rant. Okay, I'm off the rant. So we'll probably start finding somebody to do new T-shirts for us. Uh, I mean, unless I get a shipment, and then I can stay somewhat consistent with the shirts. No, ugly boy, you're fighting me next. That's what I like to do to people when they call somebody out that's like smaller than them, or they know they can beat. It's like, oh yeah, well, Pookie will fight you, or I'll fight you, or Moses will fight you. Let's see. Every time Gumby fights someone, they're 2 inches shorter and 10 times more muscle mass than the previous opponent. Yeah, yep. Our matches are 10-pound sliding scale. So if you're within 10 pounds of your opponent, unless you agree, well, so unless you're heavyweight, but we'll typically say like, hey, you're 250 and they're 300. Are you okay with that? And they'll be like, yeah, that's fine. So I like to see Gumby versus Olympian, but they're different branches. Olympian's my weight class. He's like 185. Gumby's 155. Nah, wanted to win the right way. If I didn't win and want it to be fair, Gumby's getting better. I think Gumby is getting better. People that call out smaller guys what I'm poking fun at. I know you are, ugly boy. I know how you operate. I know you wouldn't call out somebody like that. You're not afraid to fight anybody. That's cool. Um, Sorry, I'm looking through. I'm just looking through our signups for the last event. I'm kind of wanting to look at some weights and stuff. And Chase the Dragon, Nemesis, Golden Hands. Yeah, man. Both of them weighed 155. Castro. Jay got him. Jay got him. He did get him. Gumby. Gumby was actually 150 this time. Foss. Oh, Foss was 151. So they were 1 pound off. Foss had the weight advantage. I mean, if you want to count it that, but I weigh 210. I'm 185. I fight Gumby, but his next fight, a title match, he's going for the champ spot. He's good though, very humble. I'll just say this, Savage. Maybe you need to get another win in, and we could set something up. Because as it sits now, you're 3-0 in 155. Gumby's 4-0 in 155. So I'm not guaranteeing you a title shot, but you know it might happen. That, and I mean, if we're gonna do another title shot, I got to get a belt. So, are you guys gonna do a meetup next year, like West versus North? We aren't. I don't think we're included in that. I think East Coast versus West Coast, but we weren't mentioned in that at all. So, nope, we're gonna sit up here and we're gonna do our own thing. However, I don't know. I was kind of thinking there's this other local fight group, and we could do a versus against our best against their best. But I want to run it. I want to do it at our venue if we're going to do it, only because we've got a really good setup. And then I was thinking like, yeah, we could give them the footage or something too, or make it fair for them. I don't know. I'm sure they're going to want something out of it. By the way, have you tried the mobile game called the Burmese Python Strikes? No, I haven't. What's it about, Cedric? I might have to agree with you on that, Savage. It's hard to dispute the talent of the Pacific Northwest. Okay. Gash. Shod. Let me see if we can get weighed in. Who else? Cage Walker. Who's that? Oh, JR. Ooh, that would be a good match. Maybe for next time. JR versus Simo, possibly. Yeah, we got bangers for real. Yeah. We're going to get... I've actually hooked up with somebody locally that he is... he said he's got some fighters that are willing to fight. And so... Oh, any matches for Gash? Not off the top of my head, but I think Fost would be a good one. Actually, Fost might fight Buddy V next time. We'll see. I'm going to try to match Gash up ahead of time. In fact, I'm going to try to match everybody up ahead of time. Wolf was, I don't think he was 190. Pro. Oh, yeah. That was Turtle's coach. Oh, man. That would be sick to get him to do an exhibition fight. He's a pro. MJ not fighting. Yeah. I'm also going to want to do like a ranking sheet, everybody, where we go through and we put like the different, we'll go through and I'll make up like everybody that's ever fought for us and put them in different divisions and say what they're kind of like, where they're ranked within that division. And we can keep track of that on like a spreadsheet and update it every event. That'll kind of give me an idea of where we're at for title contention. Yeah, got a lot of light heavy down there. How big was that cage down there, ugly boy? Contenders and stuff. Yeah, contenders and stuff. Exactly. Again, I mentioned earlier before there were a lot of people in here, but we are getting our belt Monday, and I want to go up to where our video editor slash filmer is. Ugly boy, is it smaller than our ring? Anyway, I want to go up to, I think, Renton, where the camera guy has his studio, and do a belt presentation to Golden Hands. So I want to make sure and have my next belt, which will be the MMA belt. I want to make sure and have that one before I actually do Redmond, Renton, Redmond, Rochester. I don't know, they're all the same. Redmond, okay. As long as I get an address before I go up there, it'll tell me where to go. Let's see, ugly boy, small. I don't know, but I still got my corner says it's smaller than your. Ooh, man, our ring's small. I definitely wouldn't go any smaller than our ring. The cage is going to be 3 feet bigger than our ring. So you have a little bit more room to move around. It's really going to help people out for MMA, though, because there's not going to be any rope issues anymore. Redmond is still deep. Yeah, it is. It's an hour drive, hour and 20-minute drive, something like that. Hey, what's up? What's up, J-Lou? Fire turkey. When are you wanting to fight coming up? So I got to start thinking about a good match for you. I think like Faust, Buddy V, any of them would be a good one for you. It's deep from gig, but no traffic. It's not bad. Yeah, and I think I was looking it up at the hour and 20 when there was traffic. By the way, I'm training Muay Thai right now. Oh, awesome. Where are you at, Cedric? Let's see. Would you guys be down for fighting the Cali group? I'm not really interested in fighting the Cali group. If they want to come up here and partake in our events, I'm fine with that. But I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't feel like going down there or anything. How often do you visit Tacoma? When I have to, to be honest. I don't like to go down out to Tacoma unless I have to. And they got the mall and stuff out there, but for the most part, Gig Harbor's got pretty much everything you need. I'd have to fight myself. So okay, J-Lu, yeah. J-Lu, what did you weigh when you fought last time? Because you might actually be like a little bit lower weight. Like, are you in the 140s? Portfolios would be awesome if you could. Yeah, that would be really cool. Do like a breakdown on fighters and everything. And what's up? Why was everyone at? I don't know, but I'm live. A database of all the fighters would be awesome. Yeah, it would be. 145 last time. Okay, so you're like, I mean, you're like 5 pounds from Gumby. It's like the same. So, Pete, did you see my Heart in the Fight interview? Yeah, I don't know where he's at. I don't know if he's in jail or what. Oh, how about it's kind of a watch, and it didn't really get. I don't know. I didn't feel like it got advertised very much, but They've done a lot of advertising for Shinigami. Yeah, I think it has the same amount of views that it had like 2 weeks ago. I think the only sharing that it was with me, Rocky Hernandez, Prove It. What's that about? Oh, geez. The Warriors. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to get all spun up. But here's my Heart and Fight interview, guys. I ate quite a few and had a couple beers the night before. I still waited the event. All right. Shinny versus me. Shinny versus Pookie. I keep saying that, but it'll never happen. Yeah, Italian's facing 15 years, but who knows what he'll get. Well, I mean, hey, ugly boy, you want to be the champion, right? Not anymore. He was really eager to come up. He was really eager to come up like one time, and then he said like he was injured, but then fought in Street Beefs West Coast 3. I don't know. You know what? If he shows up, he shows up. If he doesn't, he doesn't. I mean, man, I even like rallied up money for him. I had like a couple $100 to give him to get him up here because he said if he had enough money, he could make it. And then I don't know what happened. He just I don't know. Then I just returned the money to everybody. But Canadian, he said he would come up, and he's a man of his word. He came up. He might, maybe Pete. I'm telling you, our talent out here is just off the chain. The Canadian, he's legit. Yeah, he is. Really super nice guy too. Demigod, also super nice. Oh, geez. Yeah. I don't think he is anonymous. Don't think he is. I think, to be honest, I think Canadian's trying to get punches on his punch card for hitting every one of the Street Beast locations. Like, wants to be the first fighter to fight in every single location. But he likes to travel too, so you know, like Drunken Master, he just wanted to travel and come up here. The Happy Warrior. Shinny brought signed shirts to the last event. Yeah, that's cool. I got Heart in the Fight Shinigami shirts I need to give out too. But I was gonna wait till we were gonna have a real event. Okay, last event was real, but like a non-COVID event, and then I was gonna give out. I was gonna give out those Heart in the Fight Shinigami shirts to people that like display a exceptional amount of heart and in their fights, but there weren't very many spectators at the last one, so we didn't end up doing it. I also need to give out some. There's more people that want shirts. Gash, I know you said that you need a couple shirts, and there was a couple other shirts that needed to be brought out or given out too. Last event, Lionheart, yeah. Um, yeah, I was just hoping to have like an abundant supply of those shirts, and they're super hard to get. I don't know. Uh, yeah, I know you do, bro. I owe you a shirt. I owe you a shirt. Yeah, I still feel bad about not getting one to you. I know you're cool about it. And I'm not ever going to forget. So whenever we get shirts, whether they're the ones that like everyone's wearing or I get a new guy to do shirts, we're going to get you a shirt. So I got a shirt. I had to pay for it, but yeah, I mean, that's not really that unreasonable. It costs money to make them, so I shouldn't really be an exception. I finally competed in street racing. I haven't even fought. I appreciate you having a conversation with the fans, man. Nice to talk to you. Yeah, nice to talk to you too, bro. Does the other local fight group have a channel? Kind of. I'll show it to you guys. Actually, I don't even. So they made their name. This is kind of comical. The name that they made is something like Beef Scraps or Scrap Street Yard or I hold on. I'm Backyard Scraps. Backyard Scraps. Literally, our name is in their name. Scrap Yard, Backyard Scraps, and they started their little group like 3 months ago, and they have like if you look them up, Backyard Scraps on YouTube. So I'll tell you guys, I'll tell everybody what happened. I don't really care. I'm not. So gather around. Fire Chicken's going to tell you a story. Okay. Once upon a time, Fire Chicken was scrolling Facebook and he was looking at stuff on a scrapyard group. And you know, when you're in a group, it'll say suggested groups. And sometimes they're just like stuff that doesn't really fit in with what, but sometimes you get one that's like, oh, hey, I want to check that one out. I don't know what they are, but it sounds like something I'd be interested in. And it was, what were they, beef scraps or street beef ripoff or something, backyard scraps. So anyway, I click on it, right? And like immediately I get into the group. I'm like, oh, okay. I start kind of looking at the group and this guy messages me. What was the guy's name? Anyway, this guy messages me, right? And he's like, I know who you are. You run the street beefs in Washington here. So he knew all about us. And I was like, wait a minute, you're in Washington? And they're like, yeah, we're in Everett. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go, well, can I do an introduction post in your group? And he's like, oh yeah, that's cool. So I put him in YouTube and I look him up. I go to their channel. They got one video, and it's like it's kind of weird. Like you watch their video, and I don't know what they're fighting on. It almost looks like a trampoline, but no, it's puzzle mats or something with like mud around it, and I don't know. It's just kind of hacked together and everything. But they put all the matches on like one reel, so you got to sit there and watch like match after match, um, and they're really amateurish. Like their level of fighters isn't really up to like where our levels are. But so I get into this group, and anyway, I get I get kicked out of the group. I was like, what the hell? I tried making an introduction post. They have post approval on. I was like, hey, what's up? I'm Fire Chicken. I run Street Beefs Scrapyard in Washington State. like to get to know everybody, blah, blah, blah. And so they kicked me out of the group and they put this big shit talking post in there about how I was trying to steal their fighters and like all this stuff. Like I I didn't even know this group existed. And then I click on it and then I find out it's in Washington. And it's like I just want to introduce myself. Well, when I found out that they were like paying fighters and doing all this other stuff, it's like, well, we don't do that. We do it legally. And anyway, I found out they're paying fighters and stuff and betting and all that stuff. I'm like, I want to kind of steer them in the right direction because that can make us look bad too, even though we're not doing that kind of stuff. It still reflects on us. And so I was just like, yeah, maybe we could collaborate if you guys change your rules up a little bit. And they were like, yeah, you're trying to collaborate, you're trying to steal our fighters and all this stuff. And I was like, I'm not trying to steal any fighters. We have plenty of fighters. So they kicked me out, made this big post, said that then they said that I went and reported all of their videos on their YouTube. I said, there's one video on your YouTube. They go, somebody reported them all. I was like, but I only saw one video and it's still up. They're like, well, you went on there and talked a bunch of shit, or somebody from your group did. And I'm like, I didn't tell anybody from my group. I told, like, just a couple of our higher up people, but nobody that would go and like talk shit and do that kind of stuff. And so he starts slinging all these accusations out on me. And this other guy messaged me, like, yeah, we should lace up all of our people versus all of your people. I didn't even want to entertain the fact at the time. I was like, this is dumb. These guys are just looking for some clout, looking for some attention. I didn't really want to give it to them. But anyway, they kicked me out of their group. I still have like a burner account in their group, so but they quit posting stuff. They're like not posting anything. They canceled their event on December 5th. For all I know, they probably started a new Facebook group. But I watched some of the people that kicked me out that were talking shit about us. They're on that video that I posted the link to. And I'm like, these are the guys that are saying that they're just monsters. Like, one of the main guy that was talking shit to me is the last guy that fought, one of the big boys. Like, are you kidding me? Like, our middleweights would destroy these guys. I mean, there's different levels to the game, and don't come off like you're at the top level when you're at the bottom. But if I drop to y'all weight, that means I'll be at Fire Chicken's weight. That'd be that could be fun. Might give me a reason to train. Trail beefs. Backyard scraps of Washington. Backyard scraps. That just seems like the leftovers, right? Like, what do you have when you've got like leftovers? You have scraps, right? And if you got like animals, sometimes you throw the scraps in your backyard for your animals to eat. Those are like backyard scraps, aren't they? No, Duchess, that's Pono. That's you, Pono, right? I boxed a little bit with Pono. I don't think that would be a fun boxing match, especially not if you were my weight. Uh, yep, Pony Boy. Got to get you another fight, bro. Oh, J-Lu, right here. Let me show you. I'm not going to show this to you because it's got phone numbers on it, and I don't want to put phone numbers on I don't want to put phone numbers online, so I'm just going to read you what it says, but you're just going to have to take my word for it. Okay. Gash. Fost. Fost weighed 151 pounds. Gumby weighed 150 pounds. So they were basically the same weight. The leftover league. What's up, Ooze? When's the next event? Ron's Hobbies. Not officially, but I'm thinking January 23rd. We'll have our cage. I got people from Cali messaging me that want on it, and from down there. That's cool. We love getting people traveling up here that just want to take part in our events. Yeah, Nana Strong is from Brave House. I would like to see him fight again. I'd actually like to see Azteca fight again too. He was talking to me a lot prior to that event, and I mean, he got a hard matchup, but and I want to say Pono, maybe you can correct me on this, but I think he's out there. Both of them train with you now. With construction, like what? Kind of like what kind of construction were you thinking, Ron's Hobbies? What did you all, since we got so many people in here, what did everybody think of the Golden Hands Arm and Hammer fight? Was that not the best, like, high level, cinematic, most beautiful fight you've seen on Street Beefs before? I mean, I was just blown away by it. You're a carpenter? Cool. Aztec is with us now, but right now he's grinding with school. Great match. It was a good match. Yep. Out. Tis was. Guys, don't go and leave these guys. Don't go leave these guys messages on their thing. Because we're leaving messages on their YouTube channel, and I don't want to see us leaving messages on there. Oh, I could see what they're talking about with somebody talking crap though. Yeah. Whatever. Oh, man. Man, I would like to get some boxing in this weekend, but I think Arm and Hammer's actually interested in going for our kickboxing title when we do one. I think he could potentially be a 155-pound kickboxing champion. But I want to get more people interested in kickboxing at that weight. Maybe MJ, Tiger Dragon. Maybe if your buddy's interested, what was his weight? I want to say he was like 145, maybe 155. But would he be interested in possibly fighting in that weight class? You know, I got to get more people involved in it. If you can come on by and train. She can move up to 155. He seemed like he was really good. Oh, by the way, Arm and Hammer has to go through me first. There we go. And he normally fights kickboxing. Nice. Yeah. So we got a kickboxing division. Oh, you're Ron's Hobbies. You have a gym? I think we've talked about this. I think you actually sent me the link, but where's Brave House? Tacoma? It's Spanaway, I believe. It's Tacoma-ish. It was a little bit of a drive for me. Sorry, I'm just okay, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to go through our channel and read some of the comments on some of the videos. Actually, not on our channel. I'm going to go to Street Beefs. I'm definitely not going to start out with that match. So let's look at Arm & Hammer.
However, you family, it's better in the Hyundai Palisade with available blind spot view monitor, not available on Highland.
Arm & Hammer versus Golden Hands. I'm going to look at some of the comments. I'll go by newest first. Good fight and great editing. Both fighters showed heart and skill. I agree. Let's see. Yo, the quality of this vid, from the resolution to the angles and slow-mo, shit even blows the horn instead of yelling time. This was great, but man, I had to shout out the editors and camera dudes on this because this shit was crisp as fuck. The cameras are getting better, the fighters are getting better, the ring better, but the font and ugly-ass banners at the end of the video. Okay, I'm going to, full disclaimer on that one. We send the video out to Virginia, and then whatever stuff gets put in the video after I send it isn't us. So at the end of the video, there's a couple promos for a video game channel and Demon Boys Boxing. But yeah, I don't put those in. Golden Hands is a beast for himself. Good editing with the slow-mo, correct decision, and both skilled boxers. People asking about the gloves. That's another question we get, is people constantly say like, oh, hey, the gloves weren't the same weight. It's like, you can't see the weight of the gloves from YouTube. If you've ever been around boxing before, you know gloves they're just shaped different. But we check them, and it's like they have the same ounce gloves, despite what they look like. Bats, water, heavy bag, or I can come up there if you have a place. Is Isaiah fighting 155? Another good. Yeah, he is fighting 155. Damn, they roasted the banner. Oh, damn, they roasted the banner. Roasted the banner. Pete, what's that mean? Roasted the banner. It's late. You're gonna hop off. Hey, it was great talking to you. You take it easy too. I'll just. One of the best fights at Street Beefs. Well done, guys. Yo, is this in Washington State? Please hit me up. Golden Hands has some sick head movement. Keeping hands at the next level. Technique coming from me, who's a beginner at boxing. Also, great content from Street Beefs. Loving it. This is great video quality. I like it. Great fight, fellas. Good display. Sick fight. Armo is a nice guy. Respect to both. Great job, Street Beef Scrapyard. You guys have the right idea. I love the repeats between rounds. HBO quality. More exciting than Mayweather and Pacquiao. Amazing shots here. Nice quality. That was an effing war. Demon Boys Boxing. Great fight and display of skills. That is awesome coming from Demon Boys Boxing. Fire Chicken, that's OGS Gaming. He's a frequent on our channel. You guys did a great job with the multi-camera angles, slow motion, Golden Hands. As soon as mentioned Jesus, I rocked with you, brother. Man Street Beast hitting the replays. Now MFers gotta subscribe. This is the best video production video in Street Beef's history. Good fight. I mean, just the comments from this are great. And then you go to like a different video and it's same production and everything, but the comments are just horrible. I don't even want to read this one or these comments, but I kind of feel like I don't know if I should have put that fight up. It was just, uh-oh, Golden Hands is a 165 pounder now. Oh, they're hating on the banner with that comment. Yeah, they were. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving, Golden Hands. Hey, what's up, champ? Gonna get you that belt soon. More like 170. Oh, man. FYI, next event, both cameras will be high quality, and we'll have another camera operator with me so Fire Chicken can focus on everything elsewhere. We need to talk about that. There's always going to be a camera guy in the ring. You can't get up close footage if the camera guy is not in the ring. Um, it's just, I mean, it's how it's always been with street beefs. But I mean, if we try it out and it doesn't work out, although this will be a bigger ring, so J-Lu, are you still over the pass, or are you more on this side now? Are you still in college? Yeah, still in Pullman. Man, you got to get some of your friends out there to come out to an event. Bring a crew. So I want to try to get Scarface out here next year. So when we got like all of our stuff running smooth and all that, and got our cage built and all that. Oh, geez. Would you say it was a chicken sandwich? Oh, geez. I I was just watching, like, because I'm trying to watch the camera, but I'm trying to watch and make sure, like, if a random punch comes, like, I need to move my head a little bit. So I was just hoping that those guys were paying enough attention to me that they weren't going to smack me in the face. But yeah, it was definitely a chicken sandwich, guys. Yeah, Golden Hands, in the interest of keeping it a spicy chicken sandwich, in the interest of keeping it a backyard fight organization, there's just some things that we're not going to change. Um, if we put like a mat in, then it's not really. I mean, yes, technically it's in a backyard, but it doesn't have that same feel. So we're going to continue to keep it as a dirt floor. One thing you're going to like, though, I think you're going to like the cage really well, Golden Hands, because you seem to like to fight inside, and the cage will give people nowhere to run, basically, so you can corner them and just go to town on the body. It's going to hurt people that are more distance fighters. But the camera work is nice. The slow-mo is what really had me. Great to compete with you guys. Chase was the tough opponent indeed. Can't wait to be in there again. I think that's Nemesis talking. So he commented on one of the videos. Videos look to be doing okay on Street Beefs. I mean, they're not making like huge views, but they're consistently going up. It looks like the Gumby versus Fost fight is kind of going up the fastest. But you know how it is. It's what happens in those fights that determine how well they do. If there's a big knockout, it's going to get like, millions of views. If it's that know how to use the cage yet. Okay. It's because they're long, going the distance. Yeah. But I think that, Pete, I really think that your editing is making people want to watch longer fights, because if you have something that can keep you entertained for, it's like watching a movie with good special effects versus a movie with bad special effects. Okay. It can be the exact same movie, but you want to watch the one with the better special effects. It's more appealing to your vision and your senses. So like the editing that Pete's doing on these, it draws you in and makes you want to like just stick it out and watch the whole match. I'll be honest, like sometimes I'll go click on a video and it'll be like longer, and I'll just be like, I just want to see who wins, and I fast forward, kind of watch the fight in 1.5 or two times the speed. But with like this production that we're doing now, it's like I just want to sit and watch every second of it, and I want to check those replays out. Like the feints that Golden Hands was doing to Arm and Hammer, you don't like if you don't catch that for that split second in the fight, but in the replays you really get to see that game. So it adds another element to these fights. Yeah, not everyone's a fan of the, but we're still going to have fights that end quickly. So, and we'll have slow motion on it. Could you imagine if we had like for the Arm and Hammer fight or one of those other fights that were like a knockout, if we would have had that slow motion footage then, that would have been completely crazy. I mean, look at the Arm and Hammer True Grit fight, everybody. It is up to 1.6 million people, or 1,665,238 views. You know what you can also do? You can go to Street Beefs. You can look them up, and you can see where it falls. Unlike the highest viewed videos of all time. I want to say Gumby versus Gash. Gumby versus Gash 2, 728,000 views. Gumby versus Gash 1, 821,000 views. Gash versus Tiger Dragon, 190,000 views. Pookie versus Brickhouse, that one's on my channel. That's got 200,000 views. Let's see, it's got 211,000 views. That Shinigami fight's got almost 2 million. Yep, production quality is important. That Pookie Flurry slow-mo, that would be awesome. I wish Pookie could have fought last time. That guy wanted to fight Pookie, and even though I told him he wasn't fighting Pookie, like I'm not signing off on that. Anyone uploaded at night don't do good most of the time. I noticed the thumbnails have a lot with whether or not people click on them or not. So if they're all at night, it diverts from you wanting to click on it just because it's all dark. Have you seen Defend Fight Club? No, what's that? Defend Fight Club? Pookie was going to do it, but after seeing that, it's a good decision he didn't. Yeah, I still think Pookie would have. I think he would have been kind of nice. But anyway, I don't think that we're ever going to have, like, I was telling, I forget who I was telling, but I was like, we're never going to have 50 fights. That's not, our branch is not going to do that. I'm not going to do fights into the night. You know, we're going to go for quality, not quantity. Not that I'm saying that other people's stuff isn't quality, but we want to focus more on the quality aspect of it. So, you know, like, I think 15 to 20 fights, pretty good. That's where I want to be. 15 to 20 fights per event. If it gets so popular that we got to match people up ahead of time and all that stuff, then we're going to have to do that. But check out Top Dog. It's not bad. Check out Top Dog. Bare Knuckle's crazy. I don't think I would ever fight Bare Knuckle. I mean, you know, real fights, you're fighting Bare Knuckle, but I'm just saying, I don't think I'd ever fight Bare Knuckle in a fight organization. That's just crazy to me. It just seems like a really easy way to just destroy your face and your hands. Trying to check out some knockouts from one championship. I haven't seen anything from one championship. People keep bringing them up, but I've never seen them. Yeah, one jab can break your face or your hand. Pretty crazy stuff. If I wasn't so busy this weekend, I would say, like, I'd be open to do some sparring and stuff, but I think I'm supposed to go out to Nate Wu. He's come out and trained with us a couple times. I think I'm supposed to go out to his house. Oh, what? Defend Fight Club is near. Here's Germany. One is where Demetrius Johnson is now. Does anybody know Demetrius Johnson? I mean, does anybody got, like, a way to get a hold of him? I think it would be really cool to get him to come out to an event to check out, or any of the other bigger names that aren't afraid to venture into the unknown. Oh, you know DJ? Golden Hands, do you think he would come out and just spectate one time? I mean, I seen him fight one time. Probably about 12 years ago. He fought at a high school, and he fought like a pretty much a kid, and everyone booed him. And the announcer got on there and said, "Do you know how hard it is for us to find a 125-pound adult with the experience that this guy has?" So I thought it was really stupid that people were booing about it and everything. But yeah, Abe, he did, but he doesn't know him that well. Yeah, man, Golden Hands. If you just wanted to kind of bring it up to him, it would be really cool to have somebody like that, kind of check us out and show show him that, hey, we're not like this fight club that is doing illegal stuff and trying to get people hurt and all that. Um, we're we're like a legit group that is giving people a place to have matches. Max Holloway? Jeez. It'd be an honor to have any of these guys come out. It would be just awesome. Because we trained under Matt Hume, yeah. Oh, jeez, you ass. Oh man, because Street Beef's the main one. They got Jens Pulver. He's like involved with them now. Yeah, let him know. If you talk to him, say, hey, Jens Pulver's involved with Street Beefs. And actually, I don't know if you guys knew this, but our fights, Jens Pulver does breakdowns of our fights on his Twitch channel. And if you talk to our referee, he talks to Jens like every week. Matt Horwick. I don't know him. Good night, Pono. Happy Thanksgiving. I don't know. Dennis Hallman is. Eddie Ellis. I kind of talked to Eddie about us, but he seemed kind of, I don't know, standoffish as far as like wanting to check us out or anything. I mean, you got to admit, like when you first hear, hey, this fight club, you're like, oh, nope, I want to stay away from that. It's like, well, okay. You're missing out on meeting some cool people and getting some new people to train with you and that kind of stuff. Let's see who else. Who else is from the area? Chael Sonnen. He's from Oregon, I think. Sage was a UFC fighter. Actually, you know what? We yeah, exactly, Golden Hands. I fought for my first MMA match was a smoker event, and you show up, you weigh in, and you fight who they have for you. I don't have video of it though. That was like 12 years ago. We were still filming on potatoes then. Hold on. I did a fight one time. And there was a guy at our fight, and he went on to be a UFC fighter. Brian Martin. If you guys want to watch this, and I'll talk to you about it while I'm. I mean, this is gonna be super old footage, but Brian Martin, if you look him up. Brian Martin, MMA, sure dog. Apology. I know I talked to him on Messenger one time, and he's had fights in the UFC. Trevor Smith. Oh no, Trevor Smith, guys. I'm sorry, I had that wrong. Trevor Smith is the guy that is a UFC fighter. Brian Martin was who he fought back on that video I posted for you guys. So Trevor Smith, UFC, UFC, unanimous decision. He won. He beat Dan Miller, Brian Houston. He was on a pretty good fight win streak here. That was with Cage Sport. Then he went to Strike Force. UFC. He fought Ed Herman, Talis Latis. He was going to fight Antonio Rod. Wow, he was going to fight Nogueira in 2019, but that match was canceled. Oh, man. Yeah. I did MMA for trained it for years, but I only had 4 fights. Then I went from MMA to getting my job up here, and then I trained jiu-jitsu and I coached wrestling for a few years. But then I got hooked up with my boxing coach, and he trained me pretty much every day. And then I got sent over to Virginia for work, and that's when I had my 2 Street Beefs matches. And then I came over here, and he trained me for longer, and he ended up moving away. But yeah, still train when I can, but learned a lot from him. Guys, I'm getting tired. Man. Oh, I've yawned like 10 times this whole live session, but it's been great talking to everybody. Golden Hands, when I get that belt, I'm going to tell everybody I got the belt, but I'm not showing anybody that belt till I present it to you. You're going to be the first time you see that belt is when I hand it to you. I tried kicking the banana tree. Your leg bled a little bit. Yeah. Hey, are you still on here, Pete? I want to do, hey, Golden Hands, I do want to spar with you a little bit. I don't know, man. I don't know where we could. It'd be cool to do it up where you're getting the belt, but I don't know if there's how easy that is to do. I don't know. So a lot of times when we have events, I like open it up to sparring afterwards, and I do some rounds with people and stuff. But anyway, yeah, have a good one, you too, Golden Hands, and I'm gonna go get some sleep. Maybe eat some more Thanksgiving food. Yeah, I gotta get up to 200. Got to get up to 200 because yep. I should say I'm gonna get up to 200 because of my Thanksgiving meals. All right, I'm ranting. Have a good one, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Fire Chicken out.